The first box office numbers for Wonder Woman 1984 are out, and apparently they're not good, but I don't think any of us are surprised, right? Because we're in the middle of a global crisis, the bat bug, right? So I wouldn't expect those numbers to be great. I don't think anybody would. But some people are saying, because these China numbers are low, that's a bad sign because I guess China is supposed to be free of the bat bug or doing better and their box office has rebounded. But let's get a bit more into that. This Variety article says the headline is Wonder Woman 1984 sputters in China, grosses 38.5 million overseas. The movie opened to a less than heroic 18.8 million in China over the weekend and a disappointing 38.5 million overseas. That's far less than the 38 million the first Wonder Woman grossed in its opening weekend in China, and likely means the follow-up will earn less than the 90.5 million that its predecessor pulled in from the country over the course of its run. China is one of the few theatrical markets where moviegoing had shown signs of life during a public health catastrophe, the bat bug. But revenues around the country were still down 30%. Wonder Woman 1984 wasn't the only blockbuster hopeful that sputtered. The Rescue, a Chinese action movie, made just under 36 million in its initial weekend. That's far below projections and could mean the film will lose money. And like I said, I don't think any of us are really surprised, and I don't know if this reflects poorly on Wonder Woman 1984 because we're in the middle of a global crisis. And another movie that opened in China, like I just said, The Rescue, which made more money than this movie, Wonder Woman 1984, still opened less than it would have made otherwise. That article said, and the reason for that is probably because of the pandemic, the bat bug. Now, if China has rebounded, as people are saying, in terms of, the bat bug and the crisis, shouldn't their box office have rebounded? Well, not completely. I mean, it could be, it's possible that it could have gone back to just the way it was before all this happened, but it also makes sense to me that it hasn't because people need to take time to get back into their regular viewing habits. And it's possible that spending, months not going to theaters and not going out the way they used to might have caused permanent changes in their behavior, which may be what happened in China. China is supposed to have rebounded and their box office is supposed to be getting back to normal, but it's still not quite perfect because even one of their own movies, The Rescue, underperformed, right? So it's not just Wonder Woman 1984, it's other movies in China in general, apparently, according to these numbers. So I'm sure everyone will be looking at the U.S. numbers because that's when it opens here in my country on Christmas Day, which is next week. I expect those numbers to be low too, but I don't really know if that reflects badly on the movie because, the United States is suffering with the same, crisis that China, I guess, used to suffer from. And, a lot of people are going to be hesitant to go out like they did before. So thank goodness for HBO Max, right? I think that's the whole reason, that's part of the whole reason why they put Wonder Woman 1984 on HBO Max, because they knew that it was doomed in theaters, right? They were going to lose money on it. They would lose money on any movie right now. So they were like, let's just use it to boost our streaming numbers. So let's hope, that HBO Max gets, good subscriber activation numbers and good views, right? I'm sure it'll boost subscribers at least a little bit. But we'll see how much. I mean, the last count we got of numbers that were released for HBO Max was around early December, where they had 12 point something million subscribers, active subscribers, right? And that was a 4 million boost from the 8.6 they had before, the last time numbers were released. So they've already been boosted by 4 million activations. That's good for HBO Max, but in comparison, it's still a lot lower than other services. I think that's lower than even CBS All Access, which had about 17 point something million. And nobody watches CBS All Access, right? Except for Star Trek fans. Meanwhile, Netflix has almost 200 million subscribers. And Disney Plus is 80 something million subscribers. So HBO Max is a long way to go. But, they just told the whole world about their strategy to release all these theatrical movies on the service. So that news has just gotten out. So hopefully their subscriber numbers will be boosted by a lot more in the coming months. And I think it will. The Snyder Cut, etc., etc. And they may have a branding problem. A lot of people who have HBO, regular HBO, don't see the point of needing to have HBO Max because it's like they think they have everything they need on regular HBO, so what do I need this for? But, you know, now that they know all these new movies are coming on it, a lot of those people might decide to take advantage of those HBO Max subscriptions. And we'll see how many. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.